everybody? It's the R&R Show. We are live here in New York City. We are here on the LDM network. It is 2222. 2222. People are playing that number all day today, bro. You can't even freaking play it at the freaking what you call it at the lottery things, Charles.
No.
Everybody's playing it, man. It was sold out. And watch, nobody's gonna win it. Anyway, what's up, everybody? It's the R&R Show. We are live right here at the LDM Network Studios. I am back. I apologize for not being last week, but I was doing my thing as a good Samaritan or cemeterian or whatever you want to call me. I went and got the booster shot, and it fucked up my world. Okay, I mean, I thought I was in a different state of mind. And yeah, it was pretty bad, ladies and gentlemen. It was pretty bad, pretty bad. Okay, and I mean, like, my whole world was screwed up. I mean, I had a fever and everything. I called Charles. Charles was like, drink some soup. You'll be fine. Cógelo con take it easy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, see what I had to do. But it was, I was screwed up. I was screwed up big time. I'm sorry if I'm on the phone. Is that, Facebook took away the watch party, right, Charles?
Party, man. That's
so... I'm over here sending messages to people that I feel should watch the show. I'm sorry. Everybody should watch the show. I'm just trying to get. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Before we get started, there's something serious I want to talk about. And first of all, I want to give my condolences to the families of Officer Mora and Officer Rivera, who were killed last week in the line of duty, 2 weeks ago in the line of duty. Two young kids, barely in their 20s. Gave the ultimate sacrifice to try to make this city better. And, me being a family member of people who are in law enforcement or were in law enforcement, my heart really goes out to the families. And big shout out to the NYPD for showing the support that they did for these two young men. Astronomically beautiful. I mean, one of the most beautiful funerals I've ever seen in my life that wasn't a celebrity or a politician. The hard part about this is that they were our people too. They were Latinos, New Yorkers, New Yorkers, Dominican, whatever they are. They were our people trying to make a change in this crazy world that we've been living in for the last 2-3 years. And I want to give a shout out to Mayor Adams. Really going out there, representing, supporting the police, not like that retard we had before, De Blasio, whatever the hell his name is. And it was good to see people, despite all the bad stuff that the bad cops did when we had the George Floyd incident and the so-called Black Lives Matters movement, people uniting of all colors and showing their love and everything on the internet for these two young men who lost their lives trying to help a mother who had a son that went crazy in the house and he decided to kill them. I don't condone an eye for an eye, but he got what he had coming too. So, her headache is gone, but other people are losing two good young gentlemen who took the right path of life and didn't become a statistic in New York, a young Latino in the street. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it was beautiful to see everybody unite. And then we got her. I'm not going to even mention her name. Charles, in one of the videos I sent you is the girl with the mask on, the Spanish-looking chick.
Yeah.
We're going to play that in a little bit. I'm not going to mention her name because she doesn't deserve to have her name said. You're a Latina. You come to New York to better your life because you're an actress or was an actress because you got fired for what you said, and you deserve to get fired for what you said. And you come up here to New York. Evelise, how are you, sweetheart? You come here to New York to try to make a name for yourself, and unfortunately, you were stuck in traffic or whatever because of the procession, the funeral procession that was going on for Officer Rivera. And you had the nerve to say what you said. We're going to play this clip. It's a short clip, but just pay attention to what she's saying. This is a woman that's not from New York City. She is from Florida. She is a Cubana. Out of all people, a Cubana criticizing the funeral of a Puerto Rican police officer that was killed in the line of duty here in New York. Charles, didn't a few months ago Cuba was going through something and we were all standing up for you and we're going to help you out. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Pitbull going out of his way to help his people. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Colombians, all uniting, bringing supplies over to Cuba and everything. And then you get a Cuban woman that comes to New York from Florida and says what she says about the fallen police officer. Charles, if you don't mind, please play this video.
Doing his job incorrectly. They do not need to shut down most of lower Manhattan because one cop died for probably doing his job incorrectly. They kill people who are under 22. Do not need to shut down most of lower Manhattan because one cop died for probably...
You heard what she said, Charles? She said they don't have to shut down Manhattan for a cop who probably didn't do his job correctly. Because they killed people who were younger than 22. Can you believe what she said, Charles? Hey, Margie, how you doing, baby?
Somewhat what she says, it sounds idiotic, but I got to be a devil advocate in this one. They were inexperienced. It was the police for having two.
No, Charles, I got to disagree.
No, but I'm saying you having two.
Okay, she said because he didn't do his job right.
Oh,
Charles,
not dumb.
All the guy did, these two detectives showed up to a call.
Right.
The woman was distressed. Her son was going crazy. From the police reports, all they did was knock on the door, police, what's going on? And he started shooting. Mm-hmm. So you can't say they didn't do their job right. With the inexperience, we can't say that because...
Well, they were rookies. So they called inexperience. Yeah.
But how are you going to come up and say, oh, because he didn't do his job right, we're late for our interviews,
find another way.
Appointments.
She was probably already late.
And they've shot people who were under 22 years old. Listen, you dumb bitch. I'm not saying all cops are great. I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. But have you noticed all the bad cops get away with it and all the good ones are getting killed or they're not talking about them? Yeah. These two young men chose to be police officers at 22 years old, 26 years old. 26 years old and 22-year-olds today want to be TikTok famous, YouTube sensations, rappers, want to be hip-hop artists, want to be gangsters. They're clowns. Here are two guys that said, hey, I want to do something good for my community because they grew up in this city and got killed doing it. And here's this outsider because she made her appointment late. The news told you that on Wednesday at St. Patrick's Cathedral, these officers are going to be honored at the funeral. Am I correct?
Yep, they gave warning
They gave warning.
They gave warning. So she was already one of those people that were already late and want to blame everybody else because she's late.
And let me tell you something. I want to shout out to her job. I forget the name of the company, but I want to shout out to her job. It's something pictures or something like that. They fired her, Charles.
Oh, they did? Wow.
They fired her. They were like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, sweetheart. New York has been through it all, Charles. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Being a lifelong New Yorker as myself, I was born and raised here, and I'm going to die here. We went through serial killers, blackouts, terrorist attacks, riots, crack era, AIDS era, Black Lives Matter, COVID. And here are two guys who just wanted to do something positive, and your dumbass Cuban refugee, Castro-loving cunt of a fucking communist is going to publicly try to humiliate this at a police officer's funeral. You know, I know, listen, Charles, I know there's rednecks out there, racists and cop haters, and I didn't see any of them put anything up.
Nope.
And if they did say it, they didn't go publicly with it. Shout out to the company that fired her. Shout out to the company that fired her. That's ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
That's ignorance. We lost two young men who were just trying to help people out. If they were bad cops, dirty cops, and everything, we would not be talking about this right now. 22 years old. He's only 2 years older than my youngest daughter. 22 years old. Just got married. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's sit back and think. Whether you're black, white, Chinese, Hispanic, Asian, whatever the hell you are. Whatever is it that you are. These are 22-year-old young men who decided to do something positive with their lives, not on social media twerking, not on YouTube making dumb videos. These guys were New York Island guys, not the Island Boys. New York Island guys, because Manhattan is an island. Yeah, they were island boys from Puerto Rico and Santo Domingo. They weren't these two idiots that everybody praises with the fucking hair and tattoos. Island boys. These were young men that had wives, they had a family, they had a mother, they had a father. They were raised correctly. And this communist cunt Cuban bitch comes over and says what she says. Sweetheart, I hope that you find God in the future. I really do. That's totally ignorance. Total ignorance. I salute the police officers who are there today, and I salute Officer Rivera and Officer Mora, who were promoted to detective, so their families can get better benefits and everything. That's a class act by the police commissioner and Mayor Williams. Class act. I applaud.
You know, again, devil advocate, why they didn't do it for the other two that died in 2019, two female rookies that died in the line of duty. You know, so people were saying, like, why they didn't do it to those.
You had a different administration then, dude.
Yeah,
you have to
that's
think
what I'm
about it.
saying.
You had a different administration because de Blasio didn't support the cops.
Yeah.
Listen, as much as I'm going to tell you this right now, I'm going to be honestly clear with everybody. As much as you hate Giuliani now, I love that man in 9/11. Mm-hmm. He did his thing. Let's keep it real, Charles.
Yeah.
That man cleaned up 42nd Street. When the Koch administration started with it and then they fell off of it, Giuliani said, let's get rid of the mob, let's get rid of this, let's get rid of that. And now people, I got to give credit where credit is due to Giuliani. I got to give it to him. But then, you get the de Blasios and
the Dumb and Dumber.
Dinkins. And you're like, yo, I mean, Bloomberg didn't give a shit about the cops.
He didn't give a shit about the people.
He was just a rich Jew putting up new buildings because he's mayor. The only reason why he did 3 terms is because he had the money. I'm not saying that Mayor Adams is the best mayor with New York got, but he's doing a pretty damn good job out there now. Come on, during the storm, he went to Staten Island, Charles. He says, I'm going to show everybody that I'm not a mayor that sits behind in a warm room while this is going on in your city. Mm. Excuse me. I'm hoping
he don't change.
That he don't change?
This is just the first year, so, he's just new to the house right now.
I know it's still the honeymoon phase.
Yep.
But anyway, let's move on.
But, blessings to the mother and everybody,
Yeah. Because let me tell you something. As tough as I am, and if you want to say I'm tough, whatever, I don't know what it is to lose a child, and I don't want to know. Because, Charles, you and I both know that's not the rule. We're supposed to go first. Mm-hmm. Our child and grandchildren later. When you got to bury your own son or daughter,
yeah, pretty much it's hard when you have to bury your own mom.
Yeah.
Or your own dad.
You
So imagine that 2 times, 10 times more.
Yeah. Especially, put it this way, it's hard to bury somebody you love.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. Anyway, I know Charles put out some promos for the shows because of Valentine's Day. Well, I'm not jumping at the gun. I was having a conversation with a coworker, and she was everything about men this, men that, men this, men that, blah, 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 blah. Right? Listen. Excuse me. Men are dogs. Men are natural dogs. Yeah! Some of us are trained right. Some of us aren't. Some of us are good house dogs. Some of us aren't. Like my aunt used to say, un gato de yada. That's an alley cat. Pablo, I love you. What's up, man? Pablo! What's up, puppy? I spoke about you a couple of weeks ago. I sent you the replay. You didn't even message me back, bitch. But I love you anyway. So anyway, we're going back and forth. Listen, men, we're dogs. We are dogs. We're dogs. Women are cats. You do everything slicker than a dog does. A dog will bark. Yeah, and he's going to do something. He's going to do something stupid, right? Mm-hmm. A cat is slick. They do that shit quietly, Charles, at night while you're sleeping. Okay? Love you too, brother. I hope everything is good. We got to get together, Papi. We definitely got to get together and talk. And not all men are dogs. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say all men, but we are dogs. Some of us are nice, some of us aren't.
Some
okay?
are not dogs. Some are,
Pablo, you know you're a chihuahua. Stop talking shit. Some men are good dogs. Some men are good dogs. We smell pussy from a mile away. Ooh, I want that. How you think we meet women? So we're going back and forth, Charles. Some men, oh my God. Some of us guys make us look so bad, it's not even funny. When we pay for it. We pay for it. Because our woman sees that, she'll be like, motherfucker, if you ever do that shit to me, I'll kill you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I got a video I want to put up. I had to edit it because it has some stuff that, I don't want to get in. It was like a video meme. But this is a video of a young girl, what she's saying. And these are the type of girls that, these young puppies that are coming up now, these 22-year-olds, 21-year-olds, they fall in love with this. Charles, can you play that video, please? It's a Latin show, so we do things late. But I want everybody to see this. Think about Valentine's Day coming up. Just think about Valentine's Day coming up. So listen to what this girl says.
Really? I don't see myself.
For me,
I don't see myself working.
Really?
I don't see myself getting a 9 to 5. I want to be a provider who will allow me to be a housewife. I want to be a lady of leisure.
Tell them about the birthday thing you told me, please. I wouldn't
buy a man a birthday gift. No.
What happens now? Yeah, God forbid, if your husband gets sick and it can't work.
Then I have to find a new one. For me, I don't see myself working.
Really?
I don't see myself getting a 9 to 5. I want to be a provider who will allow me to be a housewife. I want to be a lady of leisure.
Tell them about the birthday thing you told me, please. I wouldn't
buy a man a birthday gift. No.
What happens now? Yeah, God forbid, if your husband gets sick and it can't work.
Then I have to find a new one.
You see what I'm saying?
For me, I don't see myself working.
Charles? Now, I edited some of it because they did a meme with celebrities and we don't want to get with copyright issues. But there was something that she said that I had to cut off. That she says, I wouldn't buy him a birthday gift because he has me. You hear what she's saying, right? Bitch. This is why I hate when guys fall for girls like that, Charles. She wants to be a woman of leisure, she says. She wants a man to buy her everything. Give her a home, house, car, money on a credit card. And her friend, tell him about the birthday gift. Tell him about the birthday gift.
My friend set her ass up. That's what it was.
Oh, I wouldn't buy him a birthday gift. And the man said, well, God forbid he gets sick and dies. Well, I'll get myself a new one. I'm going to give it to her. She's gangster for saying that.
And the sad part about it,
but I tell you right now, looking at who she is, excuse me, looking at who she is, listening to what she says, I bet you that girl can't fuck for shit and she can't cook for shit. She's a spoiled little bitch, a spoiled little cunt. That's what she is. And guys love that. I don't see what you... Listen, fellas. If you're just going for the looks, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be happy. There's a saying, not all women have all 5 traits. You're not going to have one with a perfect body, perfect smile, perfect skin that can cook and clean and work. You're not going to get that. You're not. If you do, it's a diamond in the rough. And I'm not saying that all women are ugly. I'm not saying that. So ladies, don't get confused what I'm about to say. There's guys out there that just go for the cover of the car. Like right now, let's think about this. Look at it like this, ladies and gentlemen. You live in the Colorado Rockies. Okay, Charles? It snows 32 feet a year there, okay? Let's just say. Or do you want to drive a Camaro or a Hummer?
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
I'll even get a snowmobile. Forget the Hummers.
You see what I'm saying? But, if you had to choose between a Camaro and a Hummer, what are you picking?
Oh, the Hummer.
There's guys who will pick the Camaro in a heartbeat.
Because it looks good.
Exactly.
But you can hook up the Hummer. See?
Yeah, the Hummer's going to get me out of snow. I put that bad boy in all-wheel drive with them big-ass tires, I'm out. I'm out. Listen, I got a Ford Focus, 2017. I got her with 7 miles. I could have gotten the Mustang or this, that. I said, I need something that's going to take me from point A to point B, good on gas. All my kids are grown. They're not living with me. I need something that's going to take me and whoever I'm taking in my car with me to point A to point B with air conditioning, some good music, a sunroof, and I'm good. And that's what I got. And I'm happy with it. I've seen guys who buy $60,000 cars and within a year they got to turn them in. What? I can't keep up with the payments. Insurance is too much. People are breaking into it, this and that. It happens. But what I'm saying about a woman is, listen, if guys would be like, I want my girl to look like J-Lo. I'm not saying J-Lo's an ugly person, Charles. But J-Lo's been engaged 8 times in 10 years.
Because I'm still married, that's why.
Okay?
She's
8
waiting.
times in 10 years. And I guarantee you, I put any amount of money down. J-Lo can't cook. She can't sing. And I bet you she can't cook. But you want her because she got that fat ass. I got a woman that some people say, oh, she doesn't look your type. What's wrong with her eyebrows? Oh, she's big. She's perfect to me. Remember, another man's garbage is another man's treasure, Charles.
Oh, yeah.
I got a woman that, yeah, we went through some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. This time last year, woo, the drama, Charles. Everybody remembers that shit. Drama, left and right. She said, I said, pictures on Facebook, messages to all kinds of shit. But I never said she wasn't perfect for me. I never regretted meeting her. Sometimes she makes me feel like that. J-Lo is a bitch. I don't like her. Sorry. That's my mother has said that, ladies and gentlemen. My mama. That's my mama said that. Have I been with more beautiful women than my lady? Yes, I have. I'm going to be honest. I have. Was I happy with them? Nope. I wasn't. I'll give you a prime example. Last week we had the snowstorm, right, Charles? Mm-hmm. We had the snowstorm. My lady dropped her car off at her house, they drove her to mine. The first thing they did, before she even settled down, she came, dropped her bags, Charles, went to the supermarket, picked up rice, oil, all kinds of stuff, and she goes, that way we don't have to go out tomorrow. I said, what are you doing this for? She was like, babe, we're going to get snowed in. We might as well be prepared. Me being a man, I should have done that. But she took it upon herself because she was like, I am staying in my man's house. We're going to watch movies. We're going to go, we're going to eat everything. We don't have to go spend money on food. So she cooked dinner. We had breakfast Saturday. She cooked dinner Sunday. And it lasted me, honestly, until today, Charles.
Right.
I saved $35 in going out lunch food because I had food from Saturday night till now, Charles.
That's good money, though.
When you got a woman who wouldn't even dare fucking cook a minute rice. Oh, no, you got to get me Uber. You got to get me Uber. You got to go take me here, take me there.
Hell no.
Listen, like I said, we don't have the perfect relationship. We don't have the perfect relationship where everything is just perfect. Like when we wake up, the birds will chirp, and when we kiss, we see stars and all this shit. We don't got that, but we understand each other. We went through a process, and we understand each other. Listen, I got imperfections, so does she. Sometimes we take off our clothes and we laugh at each other. Ah! At the end of the day, we go to sleep, we wake up, she's next to me. And I give her that. She's a pain in the ass, don't get me wrong. She's a fucking pain in the ass. But right now, I wouldn't change it for anybody, Charles. You know, it's like, this is going on 7 years now. And sometimes it's like a good old car, Charles. Sometimes the classics are better than the new ones.
Hey.
Because I know if I get hit in a car with Margie, she's my airbag. That's my airbag. These new cars, you get hit in them. You know what I'm saying, Charles? Like if you just go like this with your finger. Anyway. People don't understand. I know right now people are looking at me like, what is he drinking? I'm not going to show the brand. Well, it's not Coca-Cola. It's not Pepsi.
It's cola.
It's something.
Something.
But see, Charles and I grew up in an era that this was the greatest thing in the world for us at one time. So we're gonna go back in time now. This part of the show, where we're going to go back in time. Charles, you pick whatever picture you want to put up. I sent you some stuff that you and I have talked about in the past that kids today will never understand. And if you're watching the show, you want to comment, please. Charles, you pick one of you so we could go like we did last time, Charles. The people don't understand this shit. Because I grew up in a household where we would learn to appreciate. That's the way we used to dress in the 80s, man. Simple. You see how simple that is, Charles?
That's it.
See how simple that is? That's the 80s. That's New York here in the 80s. Simple. Jacket, jeans, a hat, and that's it. You wouldn't dare call these guys pussies back then, Charles.
Oh, my God.
Right, Charles?
Try to do it.
Try to do it now. They'll be like, excuse me, what you say? I'll be like, hey. Ain't you a thug? Yes, I'm a thug. I also got a plug, too, nigga. Hello, hey. Bring another one up there, Charles. Come on, Charles. I know you got something better we could put up there.
Oh, you want another one?
Yeah, we got plenty. We got to talk about Boricuas. That's the 80s. 70s and 80s. Motherfucker just posed. What's up? That was our social media back then, right, Charles?
Oh, yeah. And you know what's funny? I was looking at this photo. You know that was a photo that they took 3 weeks ago and they had to wait for the film.
Yeah.
to develop. You know it.
Yeah. That's old school right there.
Yeah,
Javier
we
Lewis
could
says
be
the
developed.
80s was the best. 80s was the best.
And then
But Charles, I think we got some food stuff there, right, Charles?
some food? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, see, Charles and I, Jadira, sorry I'm late. It's okay, my love. Thank you. Charles, can you fix that a little bit so maybe they can see what that is? That's rippled potato chips, no brand, 6-pack. Pathmark used to sell that shit. I know you guys heard us in the past talk about no frills, right, Charles?
Oh, yeah.
These were the best potato chips you'll ever have. There was no brand. It was in a white box. It just said rippled potato chips. Doesn't even give you a flavor. It was a surprise when you open it, right, Charles?
It was, like,
If it was barbecue, you hit the shit right there, Charles.
You're
You
like,
know
I
I
knew
ain't
it.
lying, Charles.
I knew it.
I knew I had some flavor here. It's a 6-pack. One of those 6-packs was barbecue. Because that's all the flavors they had back then. You had cheese, regular, barbecue. That's the only flavors we had in the 80s, Charles. We didn't have that Taco Bell, Doritos, flavor chip. No, we didn't have that. We had 3 flavors. No, I'm sorry, Charles. Here was the 3 flavors, Charles. Barbecue, regular, onion, and garlic. That's the only 3 flavors that were like you were waiting for. Like, They didn't have that salt and vinegar nasty shit. Who eats that? Do you eat that salt and vinegar chip?
Hell no. I'm an original person, or once in a while I like the barbecue one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's either original or onion and garlic.
Right.
I'll eat the barbecue ones and the honey barbecue shit. But salt and vinegar? Dominicans love that shit. Oh my God.
Nah.
I threw up one time. I was hanging out with this Dominican chick. She opened up. Charles, I had to stop my car and throw up. Years ago, when it first came out, she was like, ooh, you want some of this? I was like, that smells like fucking dirty ass. We got some. Come on, Charles. I know you got more. We got to go back in time, Charles.
Yeah, some of your pictures are blurry.
Hey, listen, what do you want me to tell you? I sent you through Facebook Messenger. What the fuck you want to do? I got that shit off of Google. Hey, Lorraine, how you doing, Lorraine? Lorraine, yo, you grew up in my era. You know what I'm talking about. What's that? Come on, man.
That's corned beef.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's our corned beef.
Vince Steele, what's up, Poppy? Luncheon loaf. That was corned beef or Spam, however you wanted to use it. Pathmark had that shit. That shit was delicious, Charles. You put that shit over some white rice with French fries and ketchup, Charles, they don't know what they're missing.
Nope.
That shit used to cost 50 cents.
He said spam, yeah?
50 fucking cents. My mother used to buy $20 worth. Lorraine, you know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying, Lorraine, because you used to cook that for me, Lorraine. You know I ain't lying. Me and Lorraine were poor when we used to date years ago when I was a kid. We were poor. We $5, we had chips, soda, and Spam with eggs. Serious, Charles. Those were the days, Charles.
Oh my God, I'll tell you about it.
Those were the days. Lorraine, listen, I know everybody knows, oh my God, Margie's watching. He's talking to his ex-girlfriend. Come on, please. I've known Lorraine since I was like 16, 17 years old. Lorraine, you remember back in the day when we used to hang out in East New York, Brooklyn? We used to share heroes. Me and her used to share heroes for $5, Charles. We got a hero this big. Ham, cheese, or turkey, whatever she wanted. This big. Slice that shit down the middle. And we drank it with, put up the one with the grape drink one. Come on, Charles.
I'm putting up one right now. I had to go to the internet because the other one.
You know what I'm talking about, Charles.
The ones that you sent me was.
Hey, listen, it came from Google.
Listen,
Don't blame it on.
is that the soda you drinking right now?
Yeah, oh, yes! Lorraine, remember that shit? You know we had cola,
Yeah.
grape soda, root beer. Lorraine, come on now. Come on now, back in the 80s, man.
And if you notice, there's two different fonts for the cola. One was like Pepsi Cola, one was Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Type of thing,
You see, where we lived at, there was a pathmark on Atlantic Avenue going towards Queens. So that's where we all went.
Ah.
Man, let me tell you something. Y'all young kids today will not survive.
Oh, no.
You will not survive. Let me tell you something. Y'all would not survive. Grape and root beer. Damn right. You will not survive, man.
You're going to laugh at this one. You're going to laugh at this one. Man.
Come on, put it up there, Charles.
Let me fix this real quick. Make sure it is
These
showable.
kids don't know. We survived in that shit.
Bear, right there.
Grape drink. Oh, shit.
Say that.
Grape drink. We didn't have bottled water like we have now. We had to use the faucet to make that shit. Right, Charles?
Hell yeah.
We had to make the faucet to make that shit.
And then look at the picture. That shit got rust in the corners.
Yeah. But we still bought it. We still bought that shit. Yo, you know how many parties my mother used to use that for? You know, voy a comprar tanta soda. I'm going to make a big picture of grape drink.
That's the way it was.
And we used to take that shit on picnics and shit. Remember your mother used to fucking empty out the milk gallon?
Mm-hmm.
Or the fucking, remember when they used to sell the glass bottles for Tropicana? We used to take those, rinse them out, and make juice in there. Yo, but it says orange juice is great. Nigga, drink it. This shit is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know about that shit.
And for your breakfast morning people, we had
No frills bacon. Man, that shit was, oh my God. On white toast with mayonnaise and lettuce and tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that shit. Come on, Lorraine, you part of, come on, I know there's people out there. Javier Lewis, I know you watching.
Javier probably got some in his house.
Hell yeah. Pablo, I know you watching. Babe, Margie, you know.
No frill bacon.
You know. You don't know, son. And we didn't have EBT cards. I think I sent you a picture of the other stuff, right, Charles?
Oh, yeah, I was going to put that up in a few minutes.
We didn't have EBT cards. We didn't make believe we had credit cards. We had these bad boys. We had these bad boys.
Let me show that one real quick.
Okay? We didn't have EBT cards pretending like we had a fucking car when people weren't looking to swipe. We didn't have that shit. We had welfare cheese logs. Hell yeah, Lorraine. You remember that shit took you an hour to cut it because it was fucking strong as shit.
Here we go.
We didn't have EBT cards. We had these guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all see there, people who grew up in those were the other presidents. Those were the other presidents.
And it's so funny because those pictures were like the senators and everything around the table talking and everything.
Hell yeah.
Matter of fact, no.
That's the $1 and the $5 bill. Yeah, the 10, the 20.
The dollar bill was the one where they were talking to George Washington. He was
Yeah.
on the table. You see that table. Remember that? The book.
And we got change for food stamps, bro.
Wait. Here's the book. That's the book right there.
Hell yeah, $7.
That's the book.
Man,
It had 2 browns and 1.
yeah, man. These kids will never. Let me tell you something. If I could go back in time with my kids and send them to the store with that, they wouldn't know what to do with it.
No.
They wouldn't know. Dad, what the hell's this? This is food stamps. Oh, hell no, I'm not using this.
Oh, there go one. Yeah. See, look.
Come on now. Those were the other presidents. Remember, we in the 80s, we were able to go to a Chinese restaurant and buy with that shit.
Oh my God! Remember that?
Hell yeah.
Chinese
Lorraine,
restaurants took the coupons.
Lorraine, Margie, Charlie's on Fulton Street used to take that shit. Right there in the corner of fucking Pine Street and Fulton, between Crescent and Pine Street.
Yeah, she said, and you used to get change for food stamps too.
Yeah.
Yeah, $7 cash for $10 food stamps.
Yeah. And these were either mailed to you.
Or you had to go
Remember.
pick them up. Or you had to go.
Oh, we had to go
up.
pick them up. They got fancy when Pulaski was the
Yeah.
fucking governor.
They wanted to make sure we see your face.
Yeah. But back in the days, they used to mail this, Charles.
Yep.
Look, my daughter even said, damn right, I wouldn't know. Let me tell you something, Jadira. I love you to death, but if I could take you back in time in a time machine, you would not want to come back to this era. You will raise your kids, my grandchildren, in the era that I grew up in. I guarantee you that. Because it was more innocent then. You would say, you know what? I'm going back in time with Dad. And I'm going to grow up in his era. I'll take you from 80. For matter of fact, I'll do you one better. I'll raise you from 75 to 90. Watch how different. And you come back in this era, you'll be like, damn, Dad, I know more now than what I did when I lived in that other era. Because you would know how to do things without needing things to do them. Right, Charles? Like everybody goes now on the internet to get information. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dogging the internet. It's one of the greatest inventions of all time. Okay? I give it that. But in my era, we didn't go to Google to find the meaning of a word. We didn't ask Siri to give us a meaning of a word. We had to use dictionaries and encyclopedias.
Yep.
And when we had to promote a party, Lorraine could tell you we've done shows and everything. When we got to go out there and put posters up. Go out there and sell tickets.
So I remember the dates like, oh, damn, I got to find a W word. I used to have to go upstairs. Yo, who got the W? Because remember, they used to sell the encyclopedia. We had to wait for the guy to come with the other one.
Yeah.
So you might got A, B, and C. You just
So
got
I
to
would
wait
go
for
to my
next
cousin
week.
and see if he got DFG.
Yeah. And then to go to his cousin, he had to use one of these to go to his cousins.
Yeah, tokens. Remember that shit? Back when I was growing, it was 75 cents, 50 cents. Y'all motherfuckers we didn't have no Metro card.
Yeah,
We didn't have internet. Gossip was real gossip back in my day. Because you heard the person say it. Remember, Charles? Back then, we called it bochinche.
Yep.
You guys call it rumors now. We used to call it bochinche. Because we were there.
Jahira
We
said,
were there. She
still
said,
got it.
You still got tokens. Save them,
Says he
baby.
got
Save
tokens.
them. Charles, we were there. We heard the bochinche. Now in the internet, you could pretend to be somebody you're not and spread rumors, and people will believe it now. Remember how they say, don't believe everything you see in the internet?
Now you do.
People, they believe everything. I did some research where, you know that video they showed that they said that Mark Anthony was high on cocaine?
Right.
That wasn't his mouth. That was somebody did special effects and went like this and put it on his picture. He was actually humming and singing to the song when they made it go like this. All that time, everybody was like, oh, shit, Mark Anthony's on coke. When you look at it real closely, Charles, you see the blur right here. Okay?
I got to look at that video.
Look at the video real closely. Look at it real closely.
Going back to the 80s, you know?
Yeah. Lorraine says, I'm a millionaire on the internet. Hey, Lorraine, on the internet, I'm transgender. My name used to be Rafaela. Now it's Raphael. I'm a dude. You could be anything you want to be on the internet. Back in our day, you couldn't do that. Back in our day, you couldn't do that. You couldn't do it back in our day.
Yeah, now that we talk about back in the days, I have to bring this one.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
I had to
Charles.
bring this one because this one was my favorite with hot dogs.
Big B's. Oh, shit.
I have to bring that up.
Oh, Charles, those are Big B's they used to give us in fucking school.
Yep.
Oh, with the cardboard trays.
Yep.
Oh, I used to scrape the bottom of the cardboard tray to eat that. Ah! Hot dogs and baked beans was the shit in school.
That was the best.
And they used to fuck us up in school. You know why, Charles? Because whenever they served us baked beans and hot dogs, they gave us chocolate milk. Man, we used to fucking fart in the classrooms.
No, I used to love when they gave the strawberry milks. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Once every 2 months or something, they would
Yeah,
get
for us, it was twice a year.
Yeah. Like that
Winter
was
and
sick.
spring. That's it. After that, we never got it.
See.
But I'm telling you right now, back in the days, we got that wooden stick for the hall pass.
Yeah, I remember.
You know I ain't lying.
I remember that.
Come on, I'm going to take you back home with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take it back home.
We'll take them back. We're going to go way back.
We ate baked beans, hot dogs, and they gave us applesauce with it, with chocolate milk. That's a fucking diarrhea bombshell. Y'all know I ain't lying.
Here's all
How many
baked-
times you go, look at that. That was the greatest. The cornflakes. Oh, my God.
They got the laundry detergent in the back.
Yes, no frills. Listen, Jadira,
Elbow.
look at this closely, my love. This was actually sold. This is not make-believe. That's real.
Lajira said, your daughter said hot dogs. Yep, we used to have the hot dogs with the baked beans.
Yeah.
Gotta try it now. It still tastes good. But I did like the pizza.
That Lorraine was. They had the pizza too. Pizza
What-
Tuesdays.
yeah.
Pizza Tuesdays.
What was Caesarean pizzas?
Yeah. It was a big sheet of pizza. They put it in the oven. They take it out and then they would cut it right there. You want to slice? Can I get the corner? No, that's
No.
for us. Come on now. And every time after lunch, in your next class after lunch, you like this. Excuse me,
You
Mr.
gotta
Fink.
go.
Mr. Fink, please, I got to go. Why? I had hot dogs. I had hot dogs and baked beans for lunch, and they gave us chocolate milk. If you don't let me go, I'm going to shit in your classroom.
And for the adults.
That was the days.
And for the adults.
Beer.
No, it didn't have a brand. It's just beer.
20. You know how much that shit used to cost? 25 cents for a can of no frills beers. Now, if you went for the name brand, it was like a 75 cents, a dollar, $1.25. To get drunk with the same thing, I'd rather pay 25 cents. You know how many 25-cent beers you can get with $10? Think about it. That's 40 beers. My uncles and aunts were alcoholics in the 70s, man.
You can go. You want to go light? You can go light.
We had light beer, yeah. Those were for the ones that had extra food stamps. I'm gonna take a light beer. We didn't even know if it was Michelob, Heineken, or Corona.
Nope,
It was just beer.
beer. I used to see my uncles drink that before Budweiser became popular. you know?
Yeah.
Like
Or
no.
Blue Ribbon. Remember that shit? Or Coke 45. You know why I'm bringing this up? You know why I'm bringing this up, ladies and gentlemen? Because I want you to see how simple things can be. Look at everything that Charles and I just brought up, that we grew up together watching. Lorraine, Margie, Lewis, people who are in my generation. How simple life was, and we didn't have all the things that people have today, Charles. Why is it that they invented things so you can get things easier, faster, more efficient, and they're more miserable now than when we were at the 80s, Charles?
And we couldn't get it all like
And we couldn't get it like that. What I would have given to see a Marvel movie in the 70s, Charles. What I would have given to have a cell phone in the 70s, Charles. What I would have given to have a fuel economy car in the 70s. Come on.
This was our leisure time back in the days.
Yeah, roller skating. Taking the radio out, putting it out in the park. Everybody had a chip in for batteries if you wanted your tape to be played.
Yep. And those D batteries do not last long.
They didn't last long.
And you had like 8 of them in a
man. Everybody, yo, how many batteries you buying? 8. How many you buying? 4. How many you buying? 12. How many you buying? 8. Okay, that's the night. And when we had those radios, we only played 60-minute tapes because the 90 ones making the battery go away.
Yeah, they done.
If I knew what I knew now, I would never change a thing. No, I wouldn't change a thing either. But look how fun it was. Everybody dressed differently.
And nobody cared about who wore those skates last. We just put them on.
But look at Charles. Look at the ethnicity. Everybody dressed differently. Everybody looked differently. Nobody cared as long as you had a good time. Yeah. Now everybody criticizes what you wear, how you wearing it. Oh, he doesn't know the new dance moves. I don't need to know the new fucking dance moves. Yep. If I want to learn how to do a dance move, I'll wait till I get a seizure because most of the shit is like you're fucking dying.
Yep. And you have in Central Park, they do skating like this.
Yeah, go to Central Park.
There's a skating club.
There's skating rinks out there.
There's a club, a skating club. I
went.
And the oldies, they show
all
the new people how to do all these stuff.
Let me tell you something before I go. There's something I gotta say. The times that I had growing up, they weren't perfect. Yeah, we had some crazy shit, stupid things that were invented back then and everything, like Jordache jeans. Sergio Valentes. I hated those jeans, Charles. I hated Sergio Valentes. But we had fun, you know. We went to parties, to family gatherings, where we didn't need a cell phone and take selfies to show people the good deeds that we did. My daughter's asking for the address of that Central Park thing.
107. It's in the middle of the Broadway side. But it's only in the summer. I don't think they do it in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll get the correct club.
We didn't need selfies and social media to show, oh, check me out. I'm at the club. I'm listening to this guy. We didn't need that because wherever there was a party was a club to us. See, back then, we had basement parties, backyard barbecues, block parties. Hey, it was so-and-so's birthday. They rented the corner VFW, and we're throwing a party. We didn't have DJs. We just had a guy who played records. Or you bring your stereo from the house, or your Uncle Cuco, or your Uncle Tito, or your Aunt Millie, or whatever, will bring cassettes that they recorded music off the radio without commercials. Those were good times, man. Go on the train and shit. I used to love getting on a train, Charles. Come on, where in America did you pay 75 cents, or back then 50 cents for a token, and you can go from the Bronx to Brooklyn and back? Leave the projects and go to the beach for 50 cents. Yeah, it took 3 hours to get there, but it was fun. Relationships were better then, because less people were in your business. Now, internet, everybody's in your business. Yeah, there were fights and stuff like that, Jadira, at these parties, but it wasn't like it is now. If you had a fight at a block party, Charles, you know I ain't lying, it's because somebody went into your territory.
Oh, yeah.
Or somebody disrespected your woman. Or somebody stole something. It wasn't because, why are you looking at me for? Don't forget the transfer. Yeah, the paper transfers.
Yep.
That I don't know, man. Y'all don't know. Jadira, I'm telling you, if I had a time machine, I would take you back to when I was growing up. And believe me, sweetheart, you would love it. because you have that spirit. That's one lucky I can say thing about my daughter. She has that spirit inside where she's willing to do the right things, to have fun for, you know. My grandsons, they're a bunch of spoiled little brats. I want to kick their little fucking asses. But if I can take them in time too, they will respect us older people a lot more than what they do now. And I'm not saying my grandkids are bad kids, but they would be like, wow, we have more fun doing what they do than doing how they do it now. Ooh, I don't want, ooh, don't take a picture of me.
That was our rooms.
That was our rooms.
A doc matrix. It wasn't even a computer. It was a doc matrix with the floppy disks.
Yes.
Remember? And then he got, look, people, that little thing with the numbers on the side, that's called a phone.
Yeah, that's called a telephone. And that was high class. That was touch tone.
Yeah, and then he was fancy because he had a Rolodex. You see it in the corner?
Yeah.
He got a Rolodex.
That was touch tone. The poor people had the Rolex ones.
He got his numbers. Remember that little thing with the
Yeah.
numbers in the. We're like, what's the person's number? You used to flip the phone.
Remember when we used to memorize phone numbers?
Oh yeah. Remember?
Now we can't.
I remember that.
What's your mother's number? Oh, I gotta look at my cell phone.
They'd be like, what's your mother's number? #2.
Look, my daughter said they bad kids. You can say, of course I'm gonna say I'm their grandfather. I got the right to say it. I would take my older grandson, bust his ass back in the day, and then give him $50 so he can go to Coney Island with his cousins. That's what I used to get. This was downtime for us. Sitting back, watching TV. And check it out. Kids back then were a lot healthier than kids are now. This is why I say this. I don't mean this in a bad way. Because when the Indian guy came on, it was time to go to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Right, Charles? When they played the national anthem, it was time to go to sleep. Now, TV's on 24 hours, 7 days a week. These kids will watch anything. Oh, I can get up and watch fucking Coco Melon at 3 o'clock in the morning. When that shit came out, it was time for bed, Charles. There was nothing on until what, 6 o'clock the next morning? 7 o'clock the next morning? And that's when we got up early. That's when kids got up early, Charles. Because we wanted to watch that cartoon. Remember him?
There you go.
When we saw him
With that one little tear.
with the one little tear because we fucked up America, that's when it's time to go to bed. But Charles, remember, we used to get up early in the mornings. We started school at 8 o'clock. We were up at 6 o'clock in the morning every fucking day before school. Why? With the great Space Coaster, get on board with the Great Space Coaster, get on board. Electric Company, Sesame Street, early fucking Bugs Bunny cartoons. Battle of the Planets was on at 7 a.m. on Channel 5. And then we went to school. They had music class. We had gym. We had recess. That was, come on, we used to come back home and watch the Transformers when they came out. That shit blew my fucking mind.
Look at the corner, Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Remember Captain Planet. Oh, snap.
G.I. Joe, He-Man. And then on Saturdays, Charles, remember this. Remember Tarzan on Channel 2?
The real one or the cartoon?
The cartoon one.
Yeah.
Tarzan. Or the Hanna-Barbera special when they had the Flintstones versus Scooby-Doo in the race in the Olympics. You remember that shit? Y'all don't know about that. Now everything is Coco Melon. And whatever else my grandkids watch. Robotech or Bottle, Robert.
Whatever that damn thing.
Whatever that shit is. You know how many times I tell Margie that I would love to sit down with my granddaughters and my grandkids, my youngest, and just go on. I got this. I'm not going to give away. Look, come on, man. That was the shit.
Oh,
The
shit.
Magilla Gorilla, you got it. Remember that shit, Charles? The
What was
Magilla Gorilla.
How much is that gorilla in the
Yeah,
window?
the Magilla Gorilla. They had the episode where they were singing in the beach for him. The Magilla Gorilla.
Oh, wait, I just noticed Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, man.
Lino is in the background there, too.
When that special episode of the Flintstones, the rock and roll one.
Bedrock?
Yeah, dude, the Bedrock Show. I said, man, I used to think, oh, man, you can do the Bedrock Shuffle. They watched Jurassic Park and Pokemon. Fuck Pokemon! I got this special thing on my Fire Stick.
Now they get into Super Mario.
No, fuck Super Mario. I got this special thing on my Fire Stick. They got a section, Charles. It's called Retro TV. Old school cartoon. Yo, everybody's in love with Marvel and DC now. When me and Charles were growing up, it used to start like this. Dun 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 dun. You see Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, the Super Friends. Nigga, when that shit came on, Charles, come on, Charles. Yeah. You were like, come on, shit, they're gonna fight the Legion of Doom. Dun, 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 dun. You see Superman coming out like this. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. It was so fun back then. I miss it. I would love to take my grandkids just one time or get them together and watch these old shows. Like, I got a section that has Disney Vault Classics, Charles.
Right.
Not this shit that they got now with don't talk about Bruno. No, I'm talking about like Lady and the Tramp, Pinocchio, Dumbo. You know, the original Lion King, Charles. You know? And now they're getting into Super Mario. I miss those days, man. I miss those days. I miss watching good TV shows. Welcome back, Carter. What's happening? Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley.
I watch that now. Right now I'm watching the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
I just finished Three's Company.
Oh, that was a good show.
Now I'm doing Jefferson, so I'm going.
Yeah, man. Those are good shows, man. I miss the Hill Street Blues. Yeah. Barney Miller.
Oh, no. Matter of fact, before Three's Company, I just finished Hunter.
Oh, my God.
I went back. I'm telling you, because I have a channel.
Remember that show? Manimal.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that shit? Manimal. Mm-hmm. Y'all motherfuckers don't know. Y'all motherfuckers don't know.
Oh, we went over.
Everything was something that was live TV. It was live. Friday nights, 9 p.m., I started hitting puberty, and I watched a woman called Edie Chacon come on TV. Edie Chacon. Edie Chacon. And I was in the bathroom. Edie Chacon. Edie Chacon. Ah! I was 10 years old. Ah! Shirley Phillips says 80's enough. Yes, 80's enough. Yes. Little House on the Prairie. My mother used to make us watch that shit. She tried to turn us into Christians. I miss those shows, man. They don't got that no more.
Yeah, I won't mention it here because they don't pay us, but I'll tell you which channel it is.
Okay.
Yeah, because as I said,
yeah, I know which one it is too. I know which one it is. There's a few of them.
I've been watching like all the old.
Well, when you go on Fire, if you got the right connection, Fire TV, you can actually go to where it says TV section, and they have all those old shows. Mm-hmm. You know, I was watching. Look at what happened to me.
I'm on season 2. I'm on season 3 now. I just touched it.
Suddenly I'm on top of the world. It could have been somebody else. Come on, Charles!
Believe it or not,
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I'm trying to be so free. Come on, man.
Flying away.
Theme songs were great back then, man. Theme songs were great back then.
Oh, and I've been watching. I'm on the last season of Quantum Leap.
Oh, the last season's the best one. Once you get to the last episode, you're gonna be like.
I've seen them all, but I'm just.
But the last episode was the best.
Yeah, I'm just.
The last episode was the best, man. I cried in that. I was like, come on.
No. The episode that really got to me is when Al got to finally see the one that he
his wife.
His wife.
Yeah, but if you remember what happened at the last episode,
I know.
Come on, dude.
I know. Well, for the people that never seen Quantum Leap,
you gotta watch that show. Yeah. That was original shit. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway.
Yeah, we went over.
Oh, we went over, but it's all right. made up for last week. I want to thank everybody for logging on to the show. Thank you all for sharing these memory lanes. If you like what we're doing like this, let us know. We'll do some more. We got some more stuff we could talk about. You want to send us some pictures of some funny shit that you think is funny? Send it to the R&R Show or the LDM Network, and we'll put it up on the show. We'll shout you out. You know, I want everybody. I'm trying to do a little bit of everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know we got a Valentine's Day week special coming up. I got a lot to say about that shit. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. I don't. I celebrate the day after when everything is 75% off. Okay? It's going to taste the same just like if you bought it on Valentine's Day. There ain't no fucking difference. Right, Charles?
Yep.
I'm not spending $20 on a heart that I can get the next day for 10 cents. It ain't going to happen. And it's not that I'm cheap. I'm smart because I can use the extra $9.90 and we can go to Burger King like I'm going to do after here and get two, not one, but two $5 your way packages. All right? My name is Raphael G. Good night, Mommy. My mother was watching the show. You know she was like, all right, good to you, Mom. Good to you. Love you guys. See you guys next week. It's Raphael G. on the R&R Show. Good night.